We talk about tendencies of innovation, corporate innovation, tools. And we had this morning a conversation with the Alcaldía Medellín and Ruta N and the Foreign Minister of Science, Technology, and Innovation of Chile about some of the instruments, policy, and recommendations for policy.
How to benchmark or how to get the lessons from Korean case? Well, it is not transport a model to another. It should be always interpreted and localized into a certain environment in Colombian framework.
Dr. Jang, thank you for being with us here in the Innovation Land Summit. With me is Dr. Jang. Dr. Jang is actually the chairman of the CSTP committee of the OCDE. This is the Committee for Science, Technology, and Innovation at the OCDE. Please share us a little bit about your background, your position in the Korea government, and as well as the OCDE.
I studied public policy in the United States, but basically public policy means that think from the perspective of government. So from the perspective of government, how to support or services provide to the nations as a whole, but especially companies, private sector. So from that viewpoint, I always concerned about the how the government can be help to companies. That is my main job, and luckily, I was elected as a chair for CSTP. The CSTP stands for Committee for Scientific and Technological Policy.
Share us a little bit, what do the CSTP at OCDE, what are their main responsibilities?
Sure. Actually, in OECD, there's around 30 different committees. For example, labor policy, economic policy, or industrial policy, all different area. There's a committee for thinking about the policies. But committee itself consists of delegations from all OECD members. So OECD member delegations get together and think about how to improve the government policies toward to that area. So CSTP is actually a group of OECD members to think about how to improve our policies toward to science and technology innovation. And that is the CSTP,
okay.
And I'm chairing that committee.
Let's talk a little bit about innovation, but from the policy perspective side. We are in this event, there is Innovation Line. We talk Innovation Land Summit. We talk about tendencies of innovation, corporate innovation, tools. And we had this morning a conversation with the Alcaldía Medellín and Ruta N and the Foreign Minister of Science, Technology, and Innovation of Chile about some of the instruments, policy, and recommendations for policy. At the OCDE committee, we focus as well in measurement of develop guidelines to measure innovation. The Oslo Manual is maybe the most famous of them, the guidelines that all of use when you want to measure innovation. And I remember maybe in 2019, when was they doing the review of the new version of the Oslo Manual and the concept and the types of innovation, we focus on the classic one, the product, the process, and the services, but the conversation related with social innovation, grassroots innovation was on the table. But the decision was do not incorporate that types of innovation in the measurement. Can you explore and develop a little bit more why the reason to avoid this type of innovation in the measurement side?
Sure. First of all, I have to explain a little bit about the measurement itself. Actually, CSTP has four different working parties, we call it. One of them is NESTI, National Expert will do something. But this group is very much strong in terms of the collecting data in related to science, technology, innovation. Why it is necessary? Because policy is not just instant things. It should be based on evidences. In order to provide evidences, we need to measure what is the science, technology, and innovation. How to measure it? This NESTI group is actually think about how to measure it and provide better evidences for making a good and better policies. Okay, so the two famous measure is there. One is Praskati measure. The other one is Oslo measure. Okay, Praskati measure is focused on basic science, so research and development only. Government or private sectors put their monies on it and do research and development. Then what is research and what is development and what is not? This kind of criteria is set it and recommend to all OECD members. Not only OECD members, but also all other countries. So this is the first guideline in science, technology, innovation, and came out and become a global standard because it was first came out and very much thoughtful criteria and guidelines. So almost all countries is following to collect the data on that. The other one is Oslo menu. Oslo menu is not just on research and development, but focus on innovation itself. What is the itself? I mean, innovation is. So innovation, in this morning, Simone is very nicely put it very in this short terms. That's wonderful. But more, we have to think about what is really innovation it is. So this Oslo manual also provide global standards, and these manuals are usually updated. For example, Frascati manual, as far as I know, it is 7th updated, and Oslo manual, I believe, the 5th updated. In doing so, many countries are have a collective wisdom. What is innovation? Set the criteria, right? In setting the criteria, well, we live here, and every day, in every moment, we do something. This is actually, we can call it innovation. We behave differently from the past, from the future, right? So, should we include it or not? And we also should think about, is it measurable or not? In measuring, it takes a cost. If this cost is too much, probably that might be very hard to collect all of that. So taking into account those factors, this also mania, they agree that okay, we should not include those social innovation. Nonetheless, social innovation itself is very much important, and we should encourage. But so this social innovation should be scale up. We should scale up these innovations to make significant values. So that's why.
Great. Of course, how is the cause of measure it? This is the key question right there. Well, you work for the government of Korea. This is your real main job. Study policies, recommending policies. And for us, Korea is always one of that country that we put like an example of the private investment in R&D, the public policy to promote innovation, cooperation between companies. But we have the opportunity that you are in Colombia and you know more or less well our system of building policies that is very centralized. You be part sometime in the past to build some of the national documents of policy related with national scientific and technological parts. How you see when you compare your own system in Korea to develop and implementing policies between the gaps that we have in Colombia in the same process, and how we can maybe improve it and do it more efficiently?
Sure. First of all, I have to explain a little bit about what I carried out at a project, a wonderful project, in 10 years ago, with the help of Koika and Crescencias at that time. You were vice president of that. The focus was developing the master plans for 3 selected regions, I brought Korean examples. But as soon as I tried to establish it, to develop this master plans, I realized that in Colombia, there's no national level comprehensive, how can I say it, vision or plan. There's no national level comprehensive plan. Well, okay. Each region has their traits and strengths and weaknesses. But in order to, they can do it themselves. Nonetheless, in order to make it and speed it up and scaling up and make it happen, actually, it is necessary to have national support. Not just support, but it should be kind of the strategy, overall strategy. Follow the biggest strategy. It could be more effectively established. That's the one message that I got at the time. So I recommended to let's develop this plan first and make it sure to continue. So develop this plan, even though it was short, good plan, and it was passed over to Congress, I believe, and it was passed. And this provides very good framework, legal framework, to develop regional innovation clusters all over the Colombia. So that's the project that I carried out. From the perspective of how to benchmark or how to get the lessons from Korean case. Well, It is not, actually, it is not transport a model to another as it is. It should be always interpreted and localized into a certain environment in Colombian framework. So I do not recommend any concrete one, but the lessons that we can take is that government exists and government do policy. The policy means that set the rule and institutions, which is kind of rule of games. So companies and civil servant, the general publics play in this ground, and certain rules should be set it up into it. So in the field of science, technology, innovation, government has to create this environment or framework favorable to companies make more innovation. That's the main role. And in that sense, I observe that the Colombian government is a little bit lack on that capacities. So, for example, in this morning I saw the many figures, and there Colombia is ranked here and there, not too high, and certain lag. Why other countries are doing better? Because they put more monies and they make better ecosystem for innovation. So it is very much commendable to improve governmental capacity toward to science, technology, innovation. To improve it, and then strengthening its first one is investment on science, technology, innovation. So make up a priority on science, technology, innovation, which is that very much important for future. Future innovation is important. Why? Because it creates much higher values to the society. So it is very much commendable to pay more attention to it and put more resources to the science, technology, innovation, and create a better ecosystem for innovation. That's my
Paying more attention. Good, my phrase. I want to finish this last part of the conversation, maybe introducing with the hot topic of the year, that is artificial intelligence. And I read and I know that the OCDE is discussing and building some guidelines to ethical implementation, some kind of rules, guidelines at the OCDE level. Can you share us a little bit about what is the point of this conversation? Where did it go? What do you expect to have?
Okay. Yeah, that's a wonderful question. And actually, that is the one of the main theme that the CSTP is dealing with. We call it anticipatory governance, or technology governance. Why it is anticipatory technology governance? Okay. Now, we see every day emerging technologies come out. Not only artificial intelligence, but also synthetic biology, immersive technologies, quantum technologies. You can name it. Many emerging technologies is developing in very high speed. of course, these emerging technologies provide very big benefits to the society and global. But also we see many potential risks they provide. For example, AI. With the AI, many bad guys make fake news and fake faces and make turbulences in society. Well, should we let it go? No. We should be careful about making such risk. So we have to manage this risk. But also, we should not kill the innovation itself in these emerging technologies. So, government officers basically get together and how to deal with this. When government should intervene to govern these emerging technologies. If it is too early, probably innovation will be die. If it is too late, probably uncontrollable. So we are talking about around when we should get it and in what format. So this is the basic idea of anticipatory technology governance. And anticipatory is added on because it is emerging and we should see how it will evolve in what pathways. So we should improve our policy intelligence in terms of see the future more accurately. So anticipatory technology governance. First output is AI principle. So in developing AI and encourage AI development, it sets some guidelines and principles. It should be we should. Each government has to support it. Nonetheless, we should keep the ethics in doing so, and each researchers and developers has to follow these guidelines and rules and principles. That is the first output, and it will come out for other emerging technologies as well. Neurotechnology is already out, and quantum is now prepared, and advanced biology, which means is synthetic biology area. We are making some general rules.
Well, Dr. Jang, this is the end. The time's out, and it was a pleasure to talk with you about this science, policy, technology, innovation, the role of the OCDE, the committees, and once again, thank you for being with us in Innovation Land Summit.
Thank you so much for having me.